Hello, everybody out there. How we doing today? Hope you're all having a good day today. Okay, got a couple more rows here. This one will be all done. Oh, hope everybody had a nice holiday time. I know we have January Fool's Day coming up here real soon. I'm no longer calling it New Year's Day. The beginning of January, it's January Fool's Day. Something that I think Josh or maybe Walt from IRM came up with. We're gonna start the year back in beginning of April, right after the solstice. I think it should be on March 22nd myself. Hello, Constance. How are you doing, darling? Hope everything is going wonderful in your neck of the woods out there in Georgia. Yeah, Hank is out playing right now. He's out running around in the yard, being a wild man. Oh no, he's not. He's laying down in the garage. Somebody is racing down the street, sounds like. It's been a great week. Got a really neat opportunity. Um, have a friend. Hey Ryan, how we doing? Hope all the holidays were real well. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, it was weird. It was the first holiday away from my family. My first Christmas. And it was just, I don't know, it was weird. It was different. Yeah, January Fool's Day is coming up here pretty soon. What's it, 29th, maybe? Yeah, it's been a wonderful year so far. If I could go back a year and ask myself what I was going to do next year, I guarantee I would not have said I'd be sitting in Florida in December. It would not have crossed my mind. I definitely wouldn't have said that I would have been. Hey, Rob. How we doing, friend? You're up early today. Let's see, what's today? No, you're working. Did you just get off work? Heading home, maybe? Homeward bound, and I wish I was home. Well, I got my guitar. I've been working on Radioactive. I don't have it down perfect, and I want to have it down a little bit better before I play it for you. But yeah, I just got my guitar Monday, and oh, it feels so good to play it. and be back in tune. But I might be moving out of the country halfway through the year. I'm the gentleman who actually watched Hank is has offered me a great opportunity to go make large quantities of medicine, CBD oil, for people over in Eastern Europe, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna at least go give it the old hoorah, the good try, you know. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna do it. But it's exciting. It's crazy. And he had told me about this while we were out there in the Arizona desert, about how he had been making medicine for people for the last couple years, has it down to a science, knows what he's doing, and was hopefully getting involved with some people. Yeah, yeah, it's making real medicine too. That's the coolest part about it. Could you imagine all the good intentions I get to put into stuff that many people are going to be taking? Wow, it just yeah, it's um it's a life changing opportunity, and I'm gonna jump on it. It's scary. The thoughts. I know getting Hank over there is gonna be a pain in the butt. Could be, but yeah, I really wanna. And the country that I'd be moving to. All right, Rob. You take care, man. Give me a buzz later if you want to chat, or you can wait till one of your days off if you'd rather. I know you're pretty busy, but yeah, it's over, man. You did it. You made it through the gauntlet of the Christmas season. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I missed that one, Ryan. Oh, thank you. I got some black hemp. I'm gonna put some start putting letters into the hats if people want that, you know, get to say something, or I might even get crafty and start doing pictures and stuff like that. But on my way back to see my mom before I head out, I'm gonna stop in South Carolina and then head over to Missouri, just kind of zigzagging a little bit. But there's some people I want to stop and see again on my way back home. Before I head out, yeah, and he told me, you know, they'll have an apartment waiting come June. They'll have the plane ticket waiting there at whatever airport I'm going to be heading out of. They said don't even worry about bringing a whole bunch of clothes or anything like that. You'll have to get new ones. You don't want to look like an American over there. You want to be, you know, in supposedly like 1950s United States over there, which is right up my alley. Yeah, yeah. Just, I mean, what are the chances of me, quitting my job and going on a walkabout to try to find a good person that I, respect and like to work for, doing a job where I could help people, and coming up with something like this. It's something like out of a book. I'm gonna have to write this down. Mine would be a picture book though. All the pictures that I've taken. Adam and his family are amazing. They're just really great people. Um, so caring. They're doing an amazing job raising their daughter. She is so sweet. Yeah, yeah, things are just flowing. You're right, Constance. It's just, oh, it's a neat feeling. And he's even, yeah, he wasn't even sure why he went out there to the desert. It was weird. It was just, I don't know how. And he was one of the first people that I had seen, like, out at one of the free campsites that wasn't sketchy in one way or another. Yeah, and well, he had a dog. He had Buddy, one of Hank's pals. Now, yeah. So I was like, oh, there's a friend for Hank to play with. Let's go see if we can't, introduce ourselves and go and say hi. And oh, handsome. You guys can kind of see him over there. There's Bubba's. Oh, we'll give him a little bit of privacy here. Yeah, he is. He is such a handsome guy. A good big boy. He's been real good. Help teaching the other dog, who is he's a big baby and a big softy, but he plays very rough. He's a very big pit bull. He just has a lot of weight behind his swagger. But he's a big baby. He'll growl at Hank sometimes and this and that at first when Hank would come by his bone or this or that, and you know how new dogs are, especially two males. And Hank is just so passive aggressive. You know, he doesn't try to show dominance, even on smaller dogs. He'll he stands his ground even with this bigger dog. The big dog will come up and at first he'd come growling behind his ear, and Hank would like kind of cower down a little bit. But now when he does it, Hank just sticks his head up and like turns towards him and looks at him. It's funny because he knows he's not going to do nothing. Yeah, he's learned a lot too on our journey, huh, Bubba? Yeah, you learned a lot these last 5, 6 months, huh? I know. You such a smart traveled guy now. I know. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, lay down. Get some rest. Yeah, it's so funny. I'll have to record it. He plays like tag pretty much, like come and get me, and he'll go because he's so much faster than most of the dogs that he plays with. He's a pretty quick dog, and he'll go running and have him chasing him, and he'll take off, and they'll stop because he'll run big circles around either vehicles or whatever he can, and they stop and wait for him, and then he'll stop, and they play like, oh, it's so funny. I'll have to get it. He gets caught every once in a while, getting a little too um, risky, I guess. It's so funny to watch though. So if you guys haven't heard, I'm sure you all have about Nathan Oakley. Um, I'm hoping he gets back on here real soon. It's got nothing to do with the video about him telling Tim that he owns him and that he was going to bend him over and all that stuff. It's got nothing to do with that at all. That's all nonsense. People say far worse things than that on YouTube. I'm not saying that it was a nice thing to say or anything like that, but no, they wouldn't be taking down his channels for just that. Yeah, it's people wasting their time. People just trying to, I don't understand it. Well, yeah, I mean, Nathan, that's kind of how he makes his money, and him not being able to. Hey, Sandra, how are you doing, ma'am? Always a pleasure. Yeah, I was thinking somebody was going to. I thought for sure somebody would try to. Did Arwen have the early bird today? Oh, yeah, I'm doing real well, Sandra. I might be moving to Eastern Europe here, the middle of next year. I'm so excited. Um, well, I am. As long as everything stays good, and it seems to have. So, yeah, like everything was meant to be. My little trip out to the desert, all that stuff. Oh, is he? I don't know. No, I'm down in Florida actually right now, Sandra. I'll go home. I'm supposed to be moving over there to Europe in June, so I'll probably head home. I don't know, at least stay a week there with my ma before I head out. Glad enough. How we doing? And I'm gonna probably stop on a few places on my way back up there. Yeah, this would be pretty cool if I can get settled somewhere again, and I really want to start my lab back up, get all my electricity equipment and all that kind of stuff set back up somewhere. I was going to try it down here, but electricity and humidity aren't the greatest combinations. That was one of the reasons I wanted to move out to New Mexico as well. High elevations, dry air. But when I was out there in the desert, I can't say I didn't find what I was looking for, because I absolutely did find what I was looking for. It just wasn't out in the desert. I met somebody that's going to, you know, I met the person I was looking for, but they're not going to be in the desert when I'm working for them. But yeah, I wanted to go find a good person and do a real job, you know? Something that I thought was going to be helping people. And making CBD oil, yeah, cats always were burying stuff in my gardens too. Um, it's kind of impossible not to. When you when you have a bunch of broken up loose soil that doesn't have any grass or anything like that in it, cats are going to dig in it and do their business. That's just, and you have to watch planting. Ooh, catnip. I don't know if catnip grows around here. My cat was addicted to her catnip plant. She used to go and attack. She chewed it down to just nubs. I even put a fence around it where I was only going to allow her at it, you know, every few days to allow the leaves to grow bigger. And I think one of the neighborhood cats actually jumped inside of the cage and just devoured the plant. Yeah, the cats, I mean, as far as animals go in the garden, I usually let them, I usually let animals do a lot. Um, Same thing with bugs and the big giant tomato worms and stuff like that. I don't even remove them from my garden. Stink bugs, I have to say that I have removed quite a few. I don't kill them though, I'll just, pretty much zucchini is what the stink bugs come after. There's a few different names for them. But they always go after the zucchini first, and they plant their seeds, lay their eggs, I should say, plant their seeds, lay their eggs underneath the zucchini stem, branch, the green part, the leaf. And you'll see them, there'll be a bunch of little, yeah, the best thing I found, I don't know about keeping cats out, but if you need to keep out any type of rodent, I know marigolds is a good thing to plant around your garden. It puts off a pungent smell. It'll definitely keep away rabbits, things like that. To keep away bugs and insects and not have to spray all the poisonous, nasty stuff, I use spearmint. I'll plant spearmint in every one of my gardens, always. A nice big, probably 3 foot by 3 foot patch of it. I might plant a couple of them in there and just let it take over that square, and every once in a while you just walk by and kind of brush up against it, move it around, say hello if you want, whatever floats your boat, but give it some movement and it releases a lot of the oils that it has, and bugs can't stand it. It's too strong of a smell. Yeah, oh yeah, spearmint takes off, especially if you plant it and let it branch out a little bit. Get a few of them, and then you kind of lay them down and cover them up with dirt. That whole branch will start popping up new starts. Spearmint's hard to get rid of once you get a good and well established, but it stays pretty near the top of the soil. Peppermint's the same way. Yeah, spearmint's always a good one to have, but that'll help keep away insects and things like that. There's so many natural remedies. I mean, if you have bigger pests, maybe there's deer around, or really any animal, human hair. I do it every year. I'll shave like I did already. I just shave around the sides and get rid of my friar tuck thing I have going on, and I'll take my hair and I just sprinkle it around the outside edge of the garden. I already did it to the garden here. It's, even though there's fences all around and everything, and for some reason when animals smell human hair, they just don't want anything to do with it. So yeah, there's all kinds of ways to do it naturally. You don't need to put pesticides. And as far as herbicides go, no. Cuban oregano. No, I grew a couple different types of oregano. I grew Italian and Greek. The Greek was more of like a pepper. It had a little bite to it. I miss my herb garden. But yeah, moving to Eastern Europe. Yeah, yeah, they absolutely do. Lots of plants have their defense mechanisms. Some can really make you sick. Um, there aren't many plants out there that if you ate it raw, unless you ate it in very, a large quantity of it, but there's not too many out there where you can eat just a couple petals and actually die. You can get very sick, but there's very few out there that you'll die from eating just a small quantity. There's a lot of myths out there too about certain things like sumac. Here in the United States, there's a tree called the sumac tree, and then there's a poison sumac tree. I've seen one poison sumac tree, I think, my whole life, and the rest of them are all sumac trees. Um, yeah, bugs eating them. Yeah, that's why I do the spearmint stuff like that. They lots of plants have their own defenses, but there's a lot of bugs that get around those defenses, and people will spray pesticides and I was saying herbicides. Please don't put herbicides into the ground. Just go out there and pull the weeds, or hire a young person from the neighborhood. Pay them a couple, whatever you have, whatever you're using. Pay them in fruit or vegetables or whatever. But find somebody to pull weeds for you if you don't really want to do it. I enjoy doing it. I love being out there in the garden, um, taking care of it. I felt so bad. I still am for the way that I've been treating a lot of these plants out here. Um, Putting in a garden requires a lot of life to be, I don't want to say destroyed, because it's like energy. I don't think you destroy it. But a lot of life changes have taken place in this yard since I've got here. Just cleaning up the yard and getting it, the garden ready, and getting all the leaves up and this and that, and clearing out. A lot of the trees have trees underneath them. Yeah, it is. It's one of those, hey, I think feeling bad is what we do. That's what we do. We feel bad about it and we apologize to them. And, you let them know. Because I use everything out there in the garden. None of it do I pick up and put in a bag and throw out to the curb. Never. Not. But yeah, never do I, remove anything from the yard pretty much. The roots, the old leaves, everything I'll take and I let dry out, and then I burn it and calcine it and get it down to the matrix of the plant. And then I put it back into my compost pile or on top of my garden. Or even you can go out and spread it out on the yard, the ashes. And it has amazing, that's that's alchemy right there. A forest fire is Mother Nature practicing alchemy. A natural forest fire. Um, if you haven't heard, yeah, you can recycle everything in your backyard. Everything that you think is garbage and useless it's amazing stuff. It's the food. We'll go out there in a little bit. I'm just finishing up on this one. I need to go one more row. I was going to put some letters into it and see how it turned out, but we can do that later. But yeah, there's a huge thick layer of leaves and acorns, and I have a big pile of leaves that isn't it's not gonna decompose quickly. The leaves are really strong and thick, and so I didn't want to try to put them over the garden or down into the garden. But I'm gonna let them dry out, and I'll probably just burn them. But yeah, fire it's part of nature. It's a way to cleanse. Um, and you can practice alchemy. I mean, it's I don't know. To decompose in a plastic box. See, when I do my compost, I've never done one inside of anything. Whenever I do my composting, it's always I'll just dig a hole and bury the stuff and break down the soil. I'm not sure. That's something I'm definitely gonna have to learn. If I'm gonna be living. Hey, Mike. How we doing, brother? Hope it was a good week at work. Did I work at the banana stand? No. I wish. No, not really. It doesn't sound like the greatest job in the world. No, right now, actually, I did not a bunch, but I did more welding yesterday. And I've got to tell you, I really enjoy welding. It's an art form, and it's a really cool. That's that's alchemy right there. That's using heat to combine two metals, two sources. Well, not two different types of metals, but you have these two pieces of steel, or you can do I'm just starting out, so we're just using steel to steel. And yesterday I was doing a thicker piece onto a thinner piece, and it's an art form. It is so neat welding. Um, I can't wait till we really start doing more, like bigger bigger jobs. Yesterday we made a couple shelves. Um, Adam A. McKenzie here on YouTube. Man, he is a craftsman when it comes to making this kind of stuff. He really he knows what he's doing, and oh, I've already learned so much from him. But it's just amazing watching him weld. Um, how comfortable he is. He's got a really nice welder too. Makes it easy. I think he said we're gonna start welding with the older welder, so it isn't so easy. Because a lot of it has to do with how hot you need it to be and determining, depending on how thick the metal is and how far away because we're MIG welding, and it's how far away you're holding the welder. Yeah, it is. It's such an art form, and it's really and it's an amazing feeling. I don't know if I don't know if everybody thinks that way, but taking two pieces of metal and putting them together in a certain way, and then people can come up all day long and try to break them apart, and they won't. They just it's almost like setting something in stone. It's a really neat feeling, um, welding two pieces of metal together. And you realize how fragile it actually is when you have that welder in your hand and what you can actually do to metal. How easy it is. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have told me, Mike, that it's not something that is really that taught. Um, it's one of those things you almost have to go out and seek to learn how to do. Yeah, I'm 40 years old now, gonna be here in a few months, and I've never welded anything before a week ago. Never even held a welder in my hand, and I've seen people doing it my whole life. But it's a really neat feeling, especially I don't know, like like we were talking earlier, there are no coincidences. Yeah, it is. It's an amazing. You can get a job pretty much anywhere welding. But about the coincidences, it's like I waited this long to go on my walkabout. You know, 20 years, 21 years, I waited to do it. And it seems like so much has come out of it. I wonder if it would have been the same. You know, I wouldn't have met any of the same people. I wouldn't have been on YouTube or anything like that. I wouldn't have, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't a forced thing. It happened naturally. I'm gonna try to keep living my life like that. Not forcing anything, but just letting letting things happen, and then going with the flow. That's the thing. The fear of the unknown is something that you can't control it, but you have to keep it at bay somewhat. Um, the unknown can bring amazing things. Yeah, Mike, live just now. Um, well said, Steven. That was one of my big problems. Sorry to jump off that topic there, Mike, but yeah, slow down when you're welding. Definitely slow down. Um, I learned that yesterday, right at the end of my weld, and it looks so beautiful when I just took my time and did it slower and did slow. I do circles when I'm MIG welding, kind of dip and slip and. But yeah, surprises, constants are you can't. And as like you were saying, Mike, live in the now. It's all about acknowledging and recognizing the emotions that we have. Um, feel them. Feel every emotion that you have. I think they're trying to program that out of us more than anything else is our ability to feel. They want us to be like robots and see something and be like, oh, okay, and then go right back to our device, or right back to whatever we're doing. And these feelings, they can last. Okay, Sandra. Ooh, I love homemade bread. But these feelings that we have, every one of them is important. I think every one of them is a lesson to be learned. And it's just, are we learning from our lessons? Talked about this the other day. In Chinese, the word for crisis is the same word as opportunity. Now, the person who told me about this said that, oh, yeah, so, what this means is one person's crisis is another person's opportunity, which it very well could have been meant that way, and that could be how it was written. But I don't like to see it like that. I like to see it as exactly, Mike, but the person that's having the crisis is the person that shouldn't let it go to waste. The person having the crisis has an opportunity to gain much wisdom and knowledge from their, shortcomings. There's always an opportunity to learn something, especially when we're having crises. Yeah, there you go, Constance. it's an opportunity for you to grow yourself, for you to understand more about you. So one person's crisis is that same person's opportunity to understand a little bit more or to change themselves a little bit more. Yeah, but what if that's how they meant it to be, Mike? What if the whole looking at it as, oh, it's somebody else's downfall is my chance to make, you know, my life better? What if that's what they meant when they wrote it? That every crisis is an opportunity for you to grow yourself. Because materialistic things, they come and go. You know, things come and go like the wind. Materialistic objects and things. But hopefully you always have your wits. What is that, Bubba? I don't know. Yeah, to embrace like a rut almost. To get you into a certain, yeah, like a rut. Oh, you go and check it out, bub? Okay. Be careful. Have fun. Yeah, it's really neat having a fenced in yard for him to be able to just go in and out and do his thing. And yeah, Adam's got it nice here. Hey Dave, how we doing? Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. I got some pretty amazing news. I don't know if you heard, I might, well, I'm going to be. I keep on saying might, and I'm going to do it. Got a great opportunity to go make CBD oil in Eastern Europe for large numbers of people. And I'm going to go move over there and make medicine for people on a mass quantity scale. Um, really exciting stuff. So I don't know about Dallas next year. Be starting in June. I know my boss is a pretty cool guy though. He's a flat earther himself. Yeah, Mike, it's an amazing opportunity. So my nomad living will be put on hold for a little while. It's definitely not by any means canceled, but this will definitely get me. This might be you know, I might be doing this till I'm 110. I figure I'll retire at 110. It'll give me 10 years to write my book. But yeah, I could be doing this for the next, wow, 70 years. Yeah, man. And making medicine for people. That's what I've, that's like my dream, to make medicine for people and put a lot of good intentions and love into every drop. The amount of people I'm going to be able to help. Yeah, I'm supposed to be leaving out in June. Um, yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, it has been, Ryan. This has been a life-changing, mind-altering, just hey, Flat Earth Underground, how we doing? No, it's been an amazing adventure so far. Quest. Um, actually, I can make you one, no problem. Um, if you go back to one of the older Crocheters Corners, there'll be a PayPal link there, or GoFund. Is it GoFundMe? No, not GoFundMe. Patreon. If you don't have all the, they're $30 a piece. 40 for the bigger, thicker hemp. This is, I usually do 48 pound, which is here. Let me see. I know I got a couple of them. Yeah. This is 48 pound hemp. Um, I'm not sure if you Patreon then. Yeah, there's a Patreon account there too. Um, but yeah, $30. Shipping to the UK, I just shipped one hat yesterday. I sent it out. I think it was 14. That's why when I sell to the UK, it's only $25 a hat. I take off $5 because I know shipping is going to be a little bit more. Yeah, I think it was $14 to ship one hat, and then I shipped four um, of the yarn hats and one of the big thick hemp hats. And that was like $23 to the UK. So it's a little bit more. It's about $10 more for the shipping over there. But they're actually all getting to their location. I sent out four more yesterday, and that was, so now I'm all caught up. I don't have any orders right now. Sounds good, brother. Yeah. And I actually just got some black hemp. Now I'm not going to be making hats out of it. Um, I don't know why. Hey, Liz. You're never late, ma'am. You're always right on time. But I was hoping to start putting letters. I'm gonna try one today, and I'm gonna put some letters into Adam's hat. He's still thinking about what he wants. But I'm gonna do the regular stitching here. I'm not gonna make this part of that stitching, and then I'm gonna stitch over it with the black to put in the words. So yeah, if you want anything put into the hat, we can do that too. I was gonna charge a little bit more, but then I thought, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about charging anymore. It'll be what it's gonna be. Someone's coming to say hi. Adam's wife and daughter. Oh, and here comes Adam. But yeah, I figure I'll just, if you want a few letters put in, I think up to like 4 letters. You know, inch by inch, we can do. I'll do those free, but if you want like the whole hat covered with stuff, I'll probably start charging a little bit more by then. But if you want, you know, FE or I don't know, whatever. Even if you wanted small letters, I've been thinking about how I'm going to do it, and it shouldn't be too hard. I think I can make the letters about yay small and have it work real well. So I don't know, I'm going to play with it today and see if I can't get the lettering down just right, the numbers and stuff like that. But yeah, I figured be able to put letters and maybe a few more of them might sell, something like that. So yeah, just something to throw out there. This one's almost done. I only got about a quarter to go, and then I'll be jumping off here. That'll be just about right, about an hour. Try not to make them too long. Aw, thank you, Liz. BTQPONPH. Everybody say hi to Adam. Hi, Adam. No, though. No, not yet. Still just making the beanies. How are you, man? I hope everything is going so well out there. Are you out in Arizona still? Yeah, everybody. Carrie is a wonderful lady, fellow nomad I met out on the road, flat earther who goes around with flat earth sign hanging out of her van. Wonderful lady. Yeah, I actually met her at the conference. And I had actually heard about her before I even went to the conference. I had given out a couple hats to people, and they had told me about her. Oh, you're gonna run into one of our friends. Yeah, we are everywhere, Ryan. You can't get away from us. Even if you try to go nomad and get away from everybody, you're still gonna run into flat earthers. We're everywhere now. How is Gunther? Did he enjoy his hat? I miss you guys. Alrighty. Oh, good, Carrie. I'm so happy. Yeah, I met some amazing people out there for sure on the road. Oh, Carrie, the vet that I went out there with, um, that talked me into going to the van build and all that, offered me a job in Eastern Europe, starting later this year, like around June, making CBD capsules for mass quantities of people. I might be heading out there. We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited. I would be moving to Croatia, but we would be making it for a couple other surrounding countries that just passed for CBD oil to be legal. Because in a lot of those countries out there, it's like a 3-year minimum prison sentence if you get caught with any amount of marijuana, any amount of cannabis at all. But they're just making the CBD capsules legal, and they want it to be all done out of country. Hey, Travis, how we doing? Yeah, yeah, they're saying it's like 1950 United States over there right now. Everything's just booming. And if you guys haven't heard, if you don't keep up on the cannabis front line, they're starting to legalize CBD oil like, all over the place now, even in Eastern Asia, which used to be a death sentence and still is if you get caught illegally trafficking cannabis. It's a death sentence. You're dead. That's just how it is. They take it very, very serious over there. But I think it was Taiwan, maybe South Korea. I forget. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to check that out for sure, Trav. That is awesome. So yeah, just finishing up on this hat. I am almost there. Midnight Express, Turkey. Oh, we're doing wonderful. Thank you for asking, Allison. Yeah, I love the guys at IRM. We always have fun, even when it's just us five sitting around BSing without a guest. Um, we've had talks about maybe putting our because we get together on Wednesdays as well and just have like a pre-show. What are we gonna do about Friday? And that's where we ask that question at the beginning, and then 3 hours, 4 hours later, we ask that question again right when we're getting ready to hang up. So what are we doing this Friday? Because it's just us sitting around BSing and talking and hanging out. It's so much fun. I love those guys. I haven't had a group of guys that was like, since high school, that were like, the guys, me and the guys are gonna go do this, or you know how it is. And it's so neat having that again. Oh, no problem, Liz. Yeah, it is. It's very, we just talk about whatever. When it's just us guys, we don't really worry about any certain topic or this or that. It's just wherever it goes. Um, I need to sharpen this pad. Been using it a lot out there in the garden. Oh, that's real dull. Oh, put this in the bag. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Boom, boom. Later this evening, I'll go live again and we'll do where it'll just be me putting letters in to a hat. No, I think your new name is now Trevor. From now and forever, you are known as Trevor, not Travis. Well, hello, I Spy Nasalies. How are you doing, darling? Yep, I'm gonna thread this, tie it off, and then I'm gonna be jumping out, folks. Get the day, something done today. It's so weird having to, the leaves keep falling. And usually, I mean, in Indiana, there are no leaves on the trees anymore. Oh, well, thank you, Allison. I try. If you can see, it's got the Fibonacci spiral in there. These hats are pretty simple to make once you get the pattern down. They always are going to take time. That's just how it is. I forget how many stitches it is. But it's quite a few stitches. But they last forever. Alright, Ryan. You take care, friend. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I always enjoy your company. And I will see you around in the chats, I'm sure. Take care, Mike. I love you, man. Do a little tie here. I'll tie it one more time. Alright. It's good and strong. Pull out the little marker. That was awesome, Adam. Yeah, I think I'm banned from SpaceX from a long time ago. Oh man, this knife is dope. Don't get me wrong, the hemp is pretty strong itself, but I'm going to sharpen that right now. Well, folks, I think that's going to be it for right now. Yeah, truth community. That's funny. Set that up there, and voila. You have yourself a hemp pad. Oh, I'm going to have to cut off the little tip there. Okay, Candy. Yeah, I think we're on Skype together. Hey, there's Adam. How we doing, brother? How we doing, Adam?
It's pretty good, Zach.
Oh, that's too funny.
So far away.
I look far away.
You've been in my shop right now.
Conference call. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm over at AMAC's house. He's teaching me about automotives and welding, and I'm teaching him about gardening and canning and. Yeah, it's awesome here. It's nice and warm. It's warm today already. I think it only got down to 67 last night or something like that, they said. And I got the big bonehead here. What are you doing, bonehead?
Oh, it's so cold outside. It's my hanky panky.
Oh, get in him. Get in him. He's
Give
a
me a
big
whisker.
boy. Oh, he's getting his whiskers plucked. Get his whiskers plucked. You handsome guy. He's so babied here. So babied. I'm not the one doing all the babying either. It's Adam and his wife and his daughter. It's funny. They love him. Wow, 60 degrees in Maryland? That's crazy. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hank's going crazy now. There he goes. See if we can't get him. Go take a look at the garden right quick. This is what I've been working on. Let's see here. I'll turn that around. Oh, the lizards are everywhere too. There's a lizard right there. See him? When I move, he's gonna move. Possibly. Hi there, little guy. How you doing? I've been talking with him lately. Rope. Hank doesn't talk to him though. Hank just scares him away. It's a big old Cephas. Hi, buddy. How you doing, handsome? You're such a big boy. Such a good big boy. And there they go. Hank runs around. He chases him. What are you guys doing? Where's he at, Cephas? Where's he at, Bo Cephas? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? They got it down to a science now. Oh, they play come and catch me. It's like they're playing tag. It cracks me up. But here's the garden. All covered with leaves. You go underneath here into the soil and it's all been weeded. Yeah, they're having a ball. Oh, Bo's doing some business. You don't need to be on video while he's doing that. Compost pile over. Need to cover up some of the stuff throughout this morning. Yeah, tag, you're it. Yeah, Hank loves playing tag. All the old roots and stuff that I've been burning. All the stuff that isn't gonna burn or decompose too quick, so I got a pile of that. Yeah, it's coming along good though. We should go and get that manure soon.
Yeah, we can do that today.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The skies are cloudy. They've been spraying like crazy the whole time I've been here. The leaves are green though. That's just, I love that. That blows my mind. Well, folks, I'm going to get rolling here. Thank you all for joining me. It's always a pleasure doing a little bit of crocheting and hanging out. Maybe we'll do some garden jamming later, or I'll show you guys how the crocheting went. Yeah, I'll show you how the putting letters into the hats will come along now. Liz, you have a wonderful day. I'll see you Tuesday, if not sooner. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, ma'am. It's always a pleasure. But I love y'all. Thanks for joining me. We'll do this again here real soon. We're going to also maybe, I know I've said this a couple times now, Travis, but Adam and I both want to try and do a hangout. If we do, I'll get a hold of you. Yeah, we're going to do it again later. See? There we go. Alright, I love y'all. Love you, Constance. Thank you, sweetie. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later if you're around. Good times for all signing out. As always, thanks for watching.